Hey guys, this is No Solution. I'm Scott, and I'm changing the name of this series. Deathstock Deathmatch. I wanted to use Deathstock, and then I wanted the alliteration, and I thought, oh, Deathmatch, wrestling. That sounds cool. Um, but I kind of hate it, so I'm changing it to Blind Buy Blasphemies. It still doesn't really make sense, but at least it's got the blind buy in there instead of dead stock, so I can do other things rather than show clearance stuff I bought. Just blind buys in general. So, uh, yeah, I'm sure that is very important to everybody. I just wanted to explain why the name is going to be different. So let's get into it. You know the drill. I'm just going to show a bunch of stuff that I blind bought for cheap and talk about it. And oh boy, we're going to start with everybody's favorite, or my favorite lately, blackmetal.com. So let's just get the poison out right away. So what we have first is the Volonic Sin and Sin Origin split. There's Sin Origin. That at least looks kind of metal. 2004, I believe. Yes, 2004. These are both demos. Before I get into the music, I just want to go the Volonic Sin cover. I was gonna insult them and say that it looks like somebody's nephew drew it, but that actually, if a kid drew it, it would at least have some kind of charm to it. This is like your friend who thinks they're an artist and, oh, give me a shot, man. I'm gonna give you the best cover ever, and then you get this back. But the guy's a really good dude, and you don't want to hurt his feelings, so you use it, and then you get whatever the fuck this is. But you know what? Good cover for the split, because Volonic Sin fucking suck shit. They're awful. Unlistenable. I like lo-fi, necro sound, black metal. This is just either they're trying really hard to sound indecipherable to cover up that they don't have any music to give to you, or they're just incompetent. I don't know, but it was just unlistenable garbage. Dollar store, trying to be Norway worship, absolute trash. So the good news is I also have their first full length, so I don't have to bother listening to that. I can just get rid of it. Sin Origin is slightly better. You can at least kind of hear what's happening, but no, you don't need this at all. And this is another of those splits that, like, one of them is in the other one's band, or they were in each other's bands, or whatever. These connected splits, who gives a shit? You don't need either one of these. Going on in that vein, we've got another split, two Canadian bands, Fomori and Weater. I don't know. I'll link them below in case anyone cares, but honestly, don't waste your time. This is, again, like, one of them is in the other band, and then they're all in some other band too, but whatever. Fomori, it actually started out cool. It was kind of like a Celtic folk piece. Like, oh, this is different, and it sounds like music, and you can hear it. And then they go in black metal, and then it's just friggin'... I mean, obviously they knew how to record music because they did it for the non-black metal part, and then they get to the black metal part, and I guess they think it has to sound like Transylvanian Hunger or worse. So yeah, absolute nonsense. Who cares? Weater is better. It's kind of, I would say, like third-rate pagan black metal. It was a welcome change after the last three garbage bands I listened to, but it's nothing I'm ever to come back to. I mean, there's 1,000 better bands than this doing this style. So, yeah, shocked to no one this is going out of the collection. I usually only do two from a label, but I was pretty sure they'd be garbage, and I kind of wanted to blow through my blackmetal.com stuff I got, so I brought an extra one. Sickdom, Underkriegen, let's say, 2006. Yeah, 2006. This band is from Norway. An interesting thing about this record is I believe his name is Elder, the guy from Thule and Curse, the Icelandic band. Thule, one of the only bright spots in the entire blackmetal.com release history. He does guest vocals on this. This is pretty good. What we have is kind of, let me check my notes here. Crunchy guitars, melodic riffs. There's some clean choir vocals going on, so there's a little bit of a Viking feel to some of the songs. They're simple but memorable. Really cool lead guitar work, really melodic. The mid-pace songs are the best. When they occasionally go into blast, they kind of lose me, and it seems like they kind of lose it too. Like the song kind of falls apart, but yeah, this is pretty enjoyable. I was very, very pleasantly surprised. I'll be keeping this one. All right. These next two are not really technically blind buys. They were promos that I got in a Season of Mist order, so they're both Season of Mist. This one is The Lion's Daughter. Existence is Horror. Cool album title. Cool cover too. I don't know. Let's not glare on that, please. Thank you. It's just the booklet and with the disc. There's no tray card, but it was a freebie they sent, so you know they didn't have to send me anything. But they sent me a free record. That's cool. 2016, and they are from St. Louis, I believe, as I check my notes in a professional manner. Yes, St. Louis. So this is kind of sludgy, slightly progressive metal in the vein of the first couple Mastodon records. Like, I would say I would kind of call this Mastodon worship, early Mastodon. And I'm one of those nerds who likes Mastodon better now. Like, when they got proggier and less sludgy, that's where I kind of really got on board with them. So this is really well done. It's just not a style that I'm that excited about, so I'm not going to be keeping this one. But yeah, it was nice to hear like a professional record after suffering through some of the previous ones. Let's see. Now another promo. This came with the tray card actually and the book from Season of Mist. Corrupt Moral Altar. I don't remember the name. Mechanical Tides. 2014. This band's from Liverpool. They are kind of a... Where did it... Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. So many albums I started getting mixed up. It's like a grindcore, kind of a crusty grindcore / sludge project. Really pissed off vocals. When they are going more with the speed and the grindcore aspect, I can really get into this, but they kind of keep switching back and forth between that and the sludgier stuff, and that loses me. It's not something I'm that into. It's fine. Again, it's a professional record and it's well done. Just not something I'm gonna come back to either. Mitch Harris and Jeff Walker do guest vocals on here. There's a ton of guest vocalists that I don't even know who they are, but I'm assuming they're in that more in that grindcore scene that I'm not as familiar with. But those names did stand out. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool for a band in their early career to get those kind of high profile guests. So yeah. So that was Corrupt Moral Altar. Now we go to a couple from Shadow Kingdom. Lucifer's Chalice, The Pact, 2017. They are from Durham in England. Traditional metal band, sort of leaning to the epic side. There's only 4 tracks, and they're all pretty long. It's about between 35 and 40 minute album. Songs are pretty repetitive, but fun. There's nothing that's really going to jump out and really blow your skirt up. But enjoyable. My main problem with this is the singer is just a guy. I mean, he's there, and he's definitely singing, and he's not bad. But he's not really doesn't really have much of a personality. Yeah, for something traditional like this, I really want a powerhouse vocalist, and this guy's not it. It's fun. I would recommend people check it out and see what they think. For me, the vocalist just kind of didn't get the job done. Now we get to the star of the show, another Shadow Kingdom release, Attalla, Attalla. I'll have this link below, obviously, all of them. This is their self-titled. I think this was a digital-only release from 2014, and then Shadow Kingdom put out a physical in 2016. They're from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Yes, that's a real place. This fucking rules. It is kind of a traditional Doom, slight edge of stoner to it, I would say. There's a hype sticker. I just wanted to see what that said again. Black Sabbath, Electric Wizard, Baroness, and Ghost. Okay. I don't like Electric Wizard. I don't like Baroness. Ghost, I don't hear that either. Some of these Shadow Kingdom hype stickers I don't understand. But anyway. Sabbath, definitely. This is 6 songs. It's under a half hour. So it's one of these full lengths that's EP length. Yeah, oh my gosh. Really heavy Doom. We got some the vocals are a little different than you might expect. They're clean but kind of shouty and kind of higher pitched than you might expect from Doom. 2 guitars, really awesome solos. The songs are concise. Like I said, they're like, 5 minutes at the most, and they just rock the whole way through. Yeah, what a find. Holy shit. I was not expecting. Even the cover, it was kind of like nondescript. I don't know. It looks like Psyche kind of, which is okay, but this doesn't really illustrate what is inside. These guys have broken up. They put out one album after this, and I just wanted to let you guys know. I just listened to this yesterday and was on the lookout for the second album. I went to their Bandcamp. Everything's $1. Vinyl too. So I ordered the vinyl of this, the vinyl of the second album, and the CD of the second album, and with shipping and everything, it was $14. So for bargain hunters looking for something good, this is friggin' awesome, and it's almost free. So definitely get on it if this sounds like something you would like. All right, man. Thanks for checking this out. I'll see you on the next one.